So we've been covering Just Stop Oil quite a bit on this channel recently, ladies and gentlemen. I think many of you may have noticed that, and that is because their antics, their stunts have certainly reached a new level. You know, the other day we had these protesters stand in the road, block off the road as usual, like grumpy little children, but this time they refused to allow a mother to take her baby to the hospital. That's the level we're at. And why do they do this? Well, they have to remind everybody of the impending doom, the apparent impending doom that has been coming for so long. They just change the date every 10 to 20 years, but the frustration has certainly reached boiling point in my opinion, and people are pushing back in their own ways and giving them a little taste of their own medicine. Exclusive, Just Stop Oil get a taste of their own medicine after prankster group crashes their 100% plant-based banquet with alarms attached to balloons. Just Stop Oil's Beyond Effed banquet was derailed by counter-protesters who set off alarms suspended in balloons. The divisive climate activism group held an event in London to step back, grieve for what will die and disappear, but also to celebrate what we have achieved, offering campaign updates, stories from people in resistance, plant-based food and music. But the banquet was thrown off course when Just Stop everyone of protesters crashed the event with deafening personal safety alarms. The group, which this week clashed with Just Stop Oil as they prepared to march on London, was revealed to be led by British YouTubers Josh Peters and Archie Manners. They shared today how they sent a mole undercover for the past few weeks to help stop Just Stop Oil as public opposition to the group mounts. Archie told the Mail Online this evening, "Climate change is the greatest crisis facing our generation. I completely disagree, but if we're going to solve it, we need to work together. Just Stop Oil tactics over the last 18 months haven't worked. Indeed, people across the country are put off this vital cause as a result of their protesting. The people at Just Stop Oil are well intended, but they're going about it in the wrong way. Stopping mothers getting to hospital or ruining people's day out at the snooker isn't doing anything to tackle climate change." So it does seem like this group nonetheless are still concerned with the whole issue, you know, with tackling climate change, but they want to do it in a very cooperative manner, unlike Just Stop Oil, and they want to show Just Stop Oil that their tactics are clearly not working, and it is making a lot of the country very, very angry. And this video that I'm going to show you that went viral at this event where these Just Stop Oil protesters, activists, were all dining and whining with each other, talking about all the impending dooms that are coming, and they went ahead and committed a prank that would really send a message to Just Stop Oil that this is how it feels when your day is ruined by something very annoying. Take a watch.
With the mole in place, we sent in the team.
Good luck, boys.
With the mole in place, we sent in the team.
Good luck, boys.
So I think, as you can imagine, and it's pretty obvious to say, they weren't too happy that this stunt was pulled. You know, they probably started crying, got very emotional, capitulated, but it doesn't compare to the stunts and acts they've been pulling recently. You know, everybody says and knows people deserve the right to protest. Nobody's saying they shouldn't protest, but the way they're doing it is becoming an inconvenience to everybody, and they think by us talking about it, we're spreading their message, when we're not actually talking about the message they're trying to spread everywhere. We're talking about how they're behaving and how much of a frustration it is becoming to the average person. But to get in the minds of these people and to see how they think and maybe talk in debates, I want to show you this old clip between Jacob Rees-Mogg and the famous pink-haired protester that has been arrested more times than I can count, is pretty much trying to be England's answer to Greta Thunberg. But they have a debate, and it clearly shows you that, again, with most cases, most communities, it's only their opinion that matters and nobody else's. It's a tough watch. Buckle up and take a listen.
What are we going to do in terms of transport? That we still need petrol for cars and we need diesel for lorries. How are we going to get goods into supermarkets without this?
Quite frankly, I'm not a scientist. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the world, and we're living the effects of the climate crisis today. Right now, people are dying. Children are starving. Families are fleeing their homes.
But energy...
And it's preventable. We have the solutions.
Cheap energy is one of the things that has hugely extended life expectancy by the ability to control temperatures, whether this is by air conditioning or by heating, the ability to store food more effectively, the ability to transport food, and indeed use fertilizers to grow more food, has all been essential in increasing life expectancy. Taking all that away would be disastrous for life expectancy.
Do you know what's essential in keeping our food supply, tackling the climate crisis? This year we lost a third of our wheat crops, half of our potato crops, and it's only going to get worse. We're heading to a future where people are going to be fighting over the last loaves of bread at Lidl.
But the only way we get our wheat crop is by putting the fertilizers on that come from fossil fuels. How are we going to replace that? That the productivity of organic farming is so much lower than of modern farming methods. We cannot feed the world on organic farming, and you must know that.
How do you expect to feed the world when our crops are destroyed by droughts, floods, wildfires, storms?
You've always had weather events that have affected crops, but that actually using fossil fuels for fertilizers and moving on to genetic modification of crops has enormously increased the yield. That since Malthus rate, we've increased agricultural productivity by about 2% per annum. And this is what is allowing people to get extended life expectancy because they've got more certainty of food. And this all depends on cheap energy, which has come from fossil fuels.
Jacob, you have 6 children? Do you not care about their future? Do you not care about them being able to feed themselves? Because right now, under this government's policies, your 6 children are heading towards a future that is filled with life-threatening extreme weather events, crop failures, famine, war. Suffering on a scale completely unimaginable.
I think you've taken the evidence for an evolving climate and then applied it in an extraordinarily extreme way.
I really do feel sorry for their parents. Honestly, I do. And just like everything and anything we speak about is always one person's opinion, one group of people's opinion that matters and nobody else's. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, the world is burning, we're all about to perish, and the impending doom is on the horizon. It's going to happen very quickly, according to them. I doubt. But if you have enjoyed today's video, then please, for me, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that big red subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Leave your thoughts down below about this topic we've spoken about today. Share this video, and until tomorrow, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.